Because of live streaming.
Speak into it. Thank you. You can't. Hello. For those of y'all that I've not gotten the pleasure of meeting one-on-one, I'm Alex. I started coming to this church June, July, sometime last year, and it has made a huge difference in my life. Before I go into the happenings and what God has done in my life, I want to start with reading out of 2 Timothy 4. Paul's in jail. He's about to die, and he's writing to Timothy. I solemnly charge you before God and Christ Jesus, who is going to judge the living and the dead, and because of his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word, be ready in season and out of season. Correct, rebuke, and encourage with great patience and teaching. For the time will come when people will not tolerate sound doctrine, but according to their own desires will multiply teachers for themselves because they have an itch to hear what they want to hear. They will turn away from hearing the truth and will turn aside to myths. But as for you, exercise self-control in everything, endure hardship, do work of an evangelist, fulfill your ministry. For I am already being poured out as a drink For I am already being poured out as a drink offering, and the time for my departure is close. I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. There is reserved for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will give me on that day, not only to me, but to all those who have loved his appearing. So a little bit about me. I'm adopted from Russia. God blessed me with a God-loving family that was able to spread the word to me as I came here. Along with that, I was also given my sinful nature, and so I was rebellious, prideful. At first, I didn't want to follow God and his instruction. With my pride, I felt I could find a better way in life and do my own thing. I never felt I connected with the people at church. They didn't have the past I had. They hadn't gone through the pain I went through. So they were just living a different life. Throughout that, I went through many paths, drug addiction, I've battled with lust, and just trying to find any way to fulfill my life, fill that gap in my heart. And they've all failed. They've all brought me to some rock bottom, some destruction that God has, with his mercy, lifted me out of. Coming to this church last year, the people that brought me sadly are no longer here, and I pray that they return quickly. But Randy was able to baptize the 4 of us that came as a group. 3 of them are not here anymore, and 2 of us still are, which is great, and we've added more people. But through that, it was all great at first. We were all not living the best we could outside of church, but at least we had that community. And then Randy starts dropping the truths on us, which were hard to chew. And some part of that brought me out of church for a while because I didn't know. I was like, okay, God, this is the same thing. I don't know if I want this. I like the way I'm living. I think I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and things are going to be okay. And 3 car crashes and a lot of sad times later, I came back realizing that I either have to make this choice now, because through everything I've been through, I've realized God is the answer. There's no amount of money, there's no amount of material possessions, there's no amount of women or substances that can bring me the joy and healing that God can. And through a short amount of months, God has made a lot of big moves in my life, and he's used me to help make moves in other people's lives, which I'm very grateful for. Because I don't want to keep this to myself. The healing God has brought for me through Randy and other people who have had patience with me through rough times and whatnot, I'm very grateful for. And so I see a lot of potential in the youth ministry that we have here to change the lives of other people the way it has changed mine.